about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now a play fake here on first down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw here. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
First carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Bryan Edwards. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. 14, Dolphins, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got Edwards now on the slant. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Bryan Edwards with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Dolphins kick over first down here at their own 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 21-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight 1st downs. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run again on 1st down. Cook, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Left side, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Cook again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw.
But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll set up a throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Getting the ball is Cook running left.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Justin Jefferson bring it into slant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ford, that got in there to bring him down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And this will be caught by Edwards.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on first down.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A quick throw into the hands of Rager.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hey, check that.
Here we go on 4th down, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
from 6 yards away.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now, or win. That's probably...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read Blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
180 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, it's Hawkins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw here. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham! You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 20. 231 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu taking it in from the 20. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Dolphins 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Another run down for Nwangu. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but... take over the ball game, but this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Kaimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
On second down, Cook. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
and now here is another interception.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion, Hill. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads